Thanks for coming back to the Blockbox. Here we are with more Danganronpa, where we are resuming, well, it's the recess of the class trial, to see what Kyoko Kirigiri wants to show us. Secret entrance?
Now,
Okay.
here's the thing. Last episode, I was going to reveal, like, what I have a theory. The first theory was, one of the posters, like, had a vent or like a crawl through where they can jump in and out of like both locker rooms. But
someone vented.
Yeah, basically. But looking at it, it was not possible because the walls came up before the poster went down.
Why would
So,
Cheerio go like in a vent to another one? So
I mean, okay. The other theory is there are two doors in each locker room. There is one door where you need to use the handbook, and there's one door that leads to the pool. Who knows if the one that leads to the pool needs to have a handbook in order to enter? So they could enter through the back door in order to.
yeah,
That's my theory.
that's a plausible
Possibly.
theory. Considering the pool, I don't remember seeing a specific island, and there could have been one, but I just don't remember.
I mean, there really was no indication that entering from the pool side was, that you couldn't do that.
I love how Monokuma is just all like, there is no way you're gonna be able to get in there, and she's just like two loopholes.
And it's like, well then. Or maybe Chihiro has something that maybe could have allowed her to get in here somehow.
Something from the
Who
duffel
knows?
bag. That's
Right now.
Alright. The girls' locker room.
We've already searched this place top to bottom! What are you trying to pull, Missy?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You wanna check it
Be
again?
sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully.
Don't let him do it.
Using
No.
our hands.
We don't want.
You're
We don't.
The little body.
Don't think we want to be having someone touching our privates.
Probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Okay.
What?
good point.
Very well. I'll do it.
I trust her.
Girls! You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
That's a little sexist.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl
Uh,
action? Is that what you two are about? Not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay.
She's
Here I
jealous.
go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this... What is it?
Oh,
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is...
Is what?
It's a boy!
so Griffin, I'm going to first of all apologize to you for, giving you shit about you misgendering Chihiro. Second of all, there's a reason why I really wanted Jerby to do the deep voice for Chihiro.
My
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he.
He wants to add this to her
Oh my
fan
god.
fiction.
Thank you for
the
confirming
trap.
that.
It's a trap!
You're joking.
Femboy.
The new
wouldn't
CEO
joke
of
about
Femboy
this.
Hooters.
Then it's really true? Chihiro was a guy?
That's why she wants to stay hidden.
They freak out more about
And
that
and
than the
that's
fact
what
that
and that's why that's why he got so upset when Mondo said it was okay for him to be weak because he was a girl.
You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
So I was voicing two boys this whole time?
Yup.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh? Interesting.
I fucking love this. I love this game now.
Yes, that certainly does make things much more
I
exciting.
told you, Chapter 2 was my second favorite chapter in this game and was one of my favorite
Now let's
trials.
bring this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial. Ahem. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then,
Wow.
let's resume the class trial. We've
Holy
all just
shit.
learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
I mean, it wouldn't be called Cheeria, it's Cheerio.
Cheerio.
Yes, well, I don't
I
know
did
his
say
reason
they
for
were
hiding it,
flat-chested.
But the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl.
Yeah, but there's women who are flat-chested, so...
Yeah.
Think that Cheerio was actually a guy. The thought never even crossed my mind.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
That could have also been why he was he was uncomfortable with
Exactly.
hanging out
That's
with
why
Sasahina.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I never even thought about that.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Holy shit, they adapted
Said he
to
was
gender
a
role
boy,
instantly.
He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
Yeah, they did. They immediately switched.
There should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion.
Like, I would have a lot of issues.
The
Yeah.
victim was killed.
Even
in
me,
the
who's
boys'
been
locker
like,
room.
who
And was
knew this
then
before and
later
has had
moved
to
the girls'
keep
locker
calling
room.
Chihiro a girl for this entire time, is having some issues switching back.
And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
This is the most titillating situation!
So now everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
It's genocide, Joe.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever.
No, it's not.
We still think you're the killer, remember?
No, he's gonna still say it's genocide, Jill, but of course he knows.
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto?
Like,
After everything we've learned,
here's
do
the
you
thing.
still think Byakuya's the killer?
No, I don't
Without
think
a
so.
doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like genocide.
I don't think it's him. Look, let me explain this. He was perplexed about one thing. Like, this thing, this huge thing, changing rooms. How come he did not know that? Like,
Exactly.
he always is like, oh yes, I know. I am going to change my suspects right now, can I?
Yeah?
You can go ahead, suspect someone else. Anyone else.
Yasuhino?
You think it's Yasuhiro now?
Yes.
Really?
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
Oh, so they could have killed him and then and then Byakuya could have went to the girls and like arranged it so it looked like it. But that's so kind of weird because like then he gains nothing from that. He just gets the wrong killer.
Who knows?
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder. At least,
Yes!
that's how I see it.
Yeah.
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy.
That's what I said.
If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the
I'll
time
mark it
being.
as correct.
Mark is correct?
He's right. I am not the culprit.
I am the mastermind.
I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility, because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true. Very well then. I'm with you too.
So it could have
Just
been
imagine. What can I say? Imagine Among Us being this long.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Oh, it could be Kyoto.
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
There's
Check
like
it out.
one thing I'm missing.
Our lives are
Well, wait, again, like, how does the killer know about the positioning and shit?
Excellent.
Wait, they have to be.
No,
Game of hide and seek.
Byakuya altered it, but he didn't kill Chihiro.
Oh, okay.
So he just found a dead body and chose to mess
Who's the real
with it.
killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can sure that we know about the killer. Killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means
I got it!
since the crime
So
scene
there's
is
a
a
guy.
boys' locker room, you need a boys' handbook to get in. Since Leon's handbook is currently broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it had to have been a guy. That's still not enough. I still need to find some more clues. Alright, don't stop the banks. Please don't give me something wrong. Okay. Ooh.
Remember, she's not Chihiro. That's what her account is.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well, clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's all over.
You want to know who saw the killer?
And it's not like they're just gonna
Turn the
okay,
game
okay,
over,
okay,
man.
okay,
Yeah.
Not game over!
I was thinking about using it on Asahina's
On any new info,
Isn't
but
there a single clue?
Well, did nobody get... I'm sure if someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim.
Yeah.
It's over. It's all over. You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
It's him. It's Yasuhiro.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Makoto.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
That makes more sense!
All the headcanon is that
In a
it's not.
hurry.
He claims that it was his a voice modulator when really it was his own voice.
But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Yeah, but now there's a reason to
Probably
it.
because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship! The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Really?
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously?
It's you, Makoto.
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
I could be wrong.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Chihiro's track jacket really holds some clue about the killer, so now it's really hard to believe. What we got now? I'm getting tired, jeez. Okay, what do we have?
Finish this out, bro.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
That's true.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Not necessarily.
My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out?
No way.
Don't tell them that we don't know the killer
You heard
yet.
him, right? What he...
Think about
First
what
of all,
exactly
we know where
did.
Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
Do I
So
have to?
next
Let's think
we have
about
to
it.
ask,
Okay, so
why
remember
did he
when
choose
we
the
asked Celeste
specific
what she said?
tracksuit?
She said that Chihiro was stuffing a tracksuit into the bag, and that's all she said, was that he was stuffing a tracksuit into the bag. Think about that as we go through the case. That's all that she said.
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it! He picked that track. It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Oh,
My tracksuit is black.
Oh, you missed.
I don't even have his exercising.
I have a white track. I got it from the
Did any of that really help us?
No way.
Yeah, wait, did
Not a chance.
Celeste didn't
You heard
specify
him,
the
right?
color, right?
She never did. She only said she saw him putting a tracksuit in the bag.
We know which he was on his way to. So next week, why did he choose this?
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it! It matched the one.
So, what you're saying? The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit?
No, that's wrong.
And what do you know?
It's Mondo!
And Mondo wanted to work with her.
Hold on a second, Mondo.
And Mondo
What
felt
did you just
bad.
say?
Or Mondo felt bad for Cheerio, so he wanted to go work out with him, probably.
Huh? What'd I say?
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said,
I saw him slipping a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then I assumed he headed off to exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you? You just...
Hey, Celeste. What color was Chihiro's
There's
tracksuit?
no way I could have known this before the trial.
Yeah.
As a
This
matter
one's a
of
pretty
It was
good one.
blue?
And before we began the trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just...
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it.
They were describing.
The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
This sucks. I actually like
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was is if
Bitch, bye. I'm not losing anyone else.
That's the only possibility.
You really think I would have you lose 4 characters in a row?
Talking about Chihiro? So, how about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Tony's doing a loopy-loop.
Just by chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
She stuffed the duffel bag into her bag in the hang. It was almost as if she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was going to say we couldn't have seen it.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely in the bag. If you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't possibly have seen what color the tracksuit was.
Yeah.
It would appear you dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a bunch of nonsense.
Ah, now I understand. It was all one big bluff, wasn't it? Your true intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on edge.
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
Because I hate him. Think about the one line that Mondo said in the locker room.
Yeah.
If you even remember it. Now this
It would be the way he talked, right?
Yeah.
There was a certain turning point that tipped me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed such a tiny detail?
She has to be.
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
Or a witch.
No, I'm not the frightful one.
I'm glad I spent my time with Chihiro and Mondo then.
Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Can I just say, remember when I did my first, like, a thing, like, Mondo or, what's his name?
Mondo or Sako would kill each other.
I kind of got it right.
You got that one of them was gonna kill someone.
You've gotten a lot of things just half right.
Yes.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything I say, putting words in my mouth. What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
Because you like assaulted police officers.
Yeah! He would never do something like that! This is a false accusation!
It's true. My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
My time has nearly come. That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you'd found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then... Here it is.
What do you have there?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
If you have it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to it's Chihiro's, right?
Yeah, Chihiro's was missing.
I got it! We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
I imagine the culprit broke it to get rid of any evidence after the murder.
That's odd.
Another broken
Didn't think
one?
the handbooks were quite so fragile.
You're right. They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
What if you put fire in it?
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main hall.
Could it be the gallon gun?
For all your confidence, that is a remarkably high
I
failure
mean, if it
rate.
survived getting
Oh.
baseballs.
Do you think there might be some kind of mystery in there somewhere?
Oh, that's
How
smart.
Precisely did the handbooks get broken?
Let me think. Am I missing this isn't another 11037, is it?
It's not.
Okay, good.
Not really.
How did the handbook break? There's only one possible explanation. By hitting its weak point, right?
I got it! You already told us before that the handbook has one weak point, didn't you?
You remember that? Sure, maybe I let that slip. But I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and two of them broke in quick succession, then...
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out its weakness. You know what the weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already. Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
Oh well, I have a weakness for pushy demands. But you're sure you won't follow their example? Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook is... when it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a meltdown and totally break!
And where was Mondo? Where was Mondo?
With all his clothes on, too.
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange how you don't get burnt, huh? It's because as your sweat evaporates, it creates
I am
a
perplexed.
layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried.
I didn't even consider this.
That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
Meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
They broke their own.
Quite the mystery.
What if they found out by accident?
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke?
I just
They
said.
realized it was broken, of course.
Okay.
And it
let's
wouldn't
have
be
another
hard to
minute
figure out why.
reiterate what we just talked about.
And once they had
Yeah.
Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that? I don't know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa, seriously?
I think the one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
It had to be the one who wore all their clothes in the sauna. It was. Oh, I get that, bro. Genocide Jill.
It was Genocide Jill all along.
Okay. Wait, what? Oh, that's Makuma. Okay, I was like, can he not select any? Okay.
Here's my answer. Mondo, your handbook got broken in the sauna, didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Mondo and
Oh, I
Taka
feel
had an
poor for
endurance
Taka,
contest in the
man.
sauna not too long
I know,
ago,
it's his like
remember?
best friend.
Oh, poor buddy.
And for the contest, Mondo
Oh,
just
to get
so
this scene
happened to
again.
keep his school uniform on. But little did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in
I'm
one of
sad
his
that we're
uniform
gonna have to
pockets.
lose Mondo, but I'm also interested to see what his death scene looks like.
And when it was all over, Mondo discovered that taking your handbook into the sauna could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid
I like
proof.
how Kiyotaka is defending him, then Mondo actually.
Then he,
I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt.
see. Well, it's certainly at the card reader.
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
It's a lie, it's a lie!
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Let's test Makoto's assertion.
If what he says, you broke your own hand.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook, then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
Oh, wrong! What you did it again!
Look! Makoto was wrong. Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Let's test Makoto's.
If what he said, you broke your own.
In other words, if Mondo, then that proves.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No, that's wrong.
Got it.
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
The fuck is that supposed to mean?
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook and replaced it with his own. After all, Monokuma said himself that Leon's handbook never should have broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's.
So, Mondo, you better pull out your dang handbook.
Which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's. Yes?
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your handbook is prohibited?
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to
We've
another
been over
student,
this so many times.
but if they're dead, it's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. If anything, it just makes things more interesting. As such, I decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Please shake their hands. Thanks for pleasure doing business with you.
Well,
This goes
Mondo,
into that batting cage.
if I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so. I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch. What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong. You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look back on this case
Alright,
one
here
more
we go.
time,
Close
from the
this
beginning.
go.
That way,
Why?
everything will become clear, and we'll all see if I was right or wrong.
Alright.
Okay.
Here we go.
Let's see what we've all got.
Let me find the. Oh, that's funny. Oh, yeah, there it is. Duffel bag.
That one, yeah.
Saw that Hero had the duffel bag.
Yep. And then.
Okay. He walks out.
Hero goes in.
No, that's not it. That's not it. Wait, is that it?
Yeah.
Hero goes in.
It's right there, yeah.
Let's see, let's look through the rest of them, see what there is.
I think this one I'm probably not going to use, but okay.
That I think is the one that you have to
Okay.
put. Oh no, I think you reversed
Yeah,
switch those two. I think you switched those two.
Really? I think it's.
I think so. I'm trying to remember how this one goes because
If it's wrong, it's fine.
okay. Let's see. That's when they would have picked it up. Because in the next scene you'll see that it's
Oh wait, what?
Go for the dumbbell.
This one? Okay, yeah.
the one I'm grabbing the dumbbell.
Wait.
Oh.
No, it's not. Yeah, no, it's not that yet.
Yes, it is.
It would maybe
yeah,
grabbing the dumbbell.
You know where he's pulling out the dumbbell.
What? Yeah. Oh, right here. Oh, I thought he was just looking at
No.
Oh, he said hi. Okay. So interesting. So one where he's specifically hitting.
Oh, that's what the giant blood splatter one in the middle of it is.
So where would it be?
Oh, let's see. So this one would be
The bloody dumbbell, I think.
Wait.
Yeah, it has to be.
probably.
It has to be the bloody dumbbell.
Yeah, it doesn't show up again.
We'll figure it out.
Oh.
Rolled up.
Picks up the body. That's when he would have taken down the... Oh wait, that might actually be where the bloody dumbbell is now. The
Okay,
one of
let's
the
start
blood
from
being
the
on the
end,
poster.
Let me start from the end. That'll help me out better.
Yeah. Okay, so that's when he throws it into the sauna.
Yep. This is the sauna. Yep.
That's final.
No, I think the one there's one a little earlier in your roll of the handbook burning in the sauna. I think that's what goes up as the last one.
Okay. So the sauna goes here, or yeah, no,
The sauna goes there, and then there should be a thing of the handbook burning in the sauna. That's one of yours.
Oh, this.
There it is. Yeah.
Here we go. Okay.
This is when Miyaki is involved in the case, so.
Oh, he actually shows up here. Oh, wait, did he transport it? No, he put it in here. Oh.
Oh no, he's the.
This is very complicated.
Let's see. I think that's him writing the message on the wall.
Yeah.
Which I believe you have a good
There. No, writing on the wall, right now.
That should be it.
Door open. No, never mind. That would be not it. Yeah, that I.
Yeah, that's him grabbing the extension cord after he saw it.
Opening the door. What happens after opening the door?
Well, after he opened the door, so that maybe it's saying he opened the door to the girls' locker room.
Because there's like the little pink baby. That's where Beyond
We're here.
Oh,
one of these would be him.
Girls right here.
I don't think so. Maybe. Actually, no, that might be it. That actually might be where that goes.
I know my intuition. Okay, not here so much.
That would be him taking down the poster, if it's that one.
Yeah.
I don't think we have this fully right, but I think you're in a good position where if you get it wrong a few times, it's okay. Again, in the second game onwards, it immediately tells you if you get it the right one or not, instead of like letting you go through it.
The killer is
Alright.
you! First, let's take a look back to before the incident. Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That
That's correct.
something was a blue tracksuit.
Oh, she's gone.
With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who is apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room?
Nope, I think you switched those two.
Okay, that's stupid. Okay. Do I need to switch it? Because
the killer is.
Let's try it again. Yeah.
Oh.
With bag in hand, she made her way to the lock. But how could the victim?
Oh, that's not it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's see.
Nothing bloody.
Oh wait. There's her walking, or there's him walking into the boys' locker room, right there.
Oh, that's so specific.
Yeah.
With bag, she made her way. But how could? Simple. Which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance.
Why are you skipping some of the dialogue?
He met with someone there, and the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him.
Okay. I think that's the one where you just see blood on the poster, not the killer actually doing anything with it. So that's one with the killer doing something to it, so that's not it. That's him putting the poster back up.
No, you have to go.
There's the one with just the blood splatter on it.
The killer
And
is you! And attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unclean. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act.
Well, he said
First,
it was unplanned,
pulling up the bloodstained
No,
carpet.
but like that, okay, but being unplanned doesn't mean that he was pissed.
Then, removing the bloody poster. And finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course. But this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been using one of those. A boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
Yeah. Okay, nope. Okay, should I just look up the order?
Okay, please.
So we don't get a game. Wait, I need to find my phone. Wait. Okay. Okay, so from here on... Let me just find it. Hold on.
Oh, I think it fits. It must be this.
Don't put it in yet.
I think it is.
Yeah, I understand that, but like let's not do it, please.
Yeah, I'm just gonna. That's just my suspicions.
Oh, I know that one's okay. That one's him putting the poster back up.
So it is.
Yeah. Then let's keep going. Let's keep going. Make sure we got the rest of them correct.
Okay.
Yep, that's the chord.
Writing,
That's
yeah.
writing. Yep, that's correct.
This one could be the other way around.
And then, nope, that's the right way.
Okay.
Killer is
Okay.
We're only saying so that we don't have to redo everything, okay, people?
Yeah.
Those handbooks had been put using one of those. A boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch. That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to intervene in the situation, making things even more complicated. So, after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Owada?
Wait! No! This can't be right! Where's your evidence? Yeah! Where's your evidence? You need evidence! You need proof! Without any proof, you can't pin any of this on him!
Poor guy.
Mondo's the killer.
I-
It revealed itself early in the trial. I can still not show where Mondo's handbook is right now. Once I dig out everything that we covered.
A new element has been added to the bullet time battles. Would you like to hear more?
Favorites.
Of course not. Oh.
Let's talk about favorite time and mega time. During a bullet time battle, if you press the space key, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max.
Ooh.
At this point, even if you push buttons at random, you won't miss. So you can push RMB, LMB, LMB, left mouse, okay. But however, you want to destroy your opponent's verbal assault. This only lasts until your focus gauge runs out, so make the best possible use of your
This
time.
really is Guitar Hero. Or freaking Robeats from Roblox.
Oh my.
Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got access to special time, right? So we also prepared something called the negative time, so that your opponent can use.
It's just negative. None.
Exactly, that's why I'm saying negative.
Well, we've seen
If
so
the
many
opponent
memes.
active negative time during the bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear, making it a bit tougher for you to hit the buttons in rhythm.
Am I still on one heart? That was the question.
If you were to activate fever time at this point... No, never mind. I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. That's not... What I would always do is I would activate fever time as soon as negative time starts. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is higher, blah blah blah. Good luck and have fun, GLH. I think you might actually be on one heart for this, so I'm not sure.
Okay. Oh, I have to find them. Cool.
No.
Or just make sure you remember the controls.
You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence!
Nice.
I won't listen! False!
You should actually press the other mouse button.
I refuse to vote!
Oh, it's negative.
Show me some evidence! You're wrong!
You can hit spacebar.
I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False!
Okay, cool. Yes.
Show me some evidence!
This should prove it. If my thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I did it. I killed him.
He confessed.
Oh, beautiful.
Did I get an A? Please tell me I got an A.
Full A.
Nice.
Yes.
Mondo literally about to die. Yay, I got an A.
No, I mean, you gotta make.
Got 82.
Not bad. Okay.
Bro, what are you saying?
I got no choice, man. After hearing all that, I gotta just give up. Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that!
Dang, he's ready.
Wait! Hold on!
Oh no, he's gonna lose his bro. No.
No waiting! No holding on! Time for the moment we've all been waiting for! Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the
Wrong lever,
this
Kronk!
time around? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Oh.
This is so intense right now.
Yeah, we should have spent more free time with him so we could have learned why he stays his own.
What?
This time it looks like you got it right again! Yes, it is so! The black imp that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Owada!
Unbelievable.
In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chosen the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful.
I refuse to believe it. There's no way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence. So, allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murderer this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the control key to fast forward the text.
I mean, maybe, but...
You don't have to. I like this. Anyway, there's once a young boy.
How much time are we on for this? It's
It doesn't matter. Just finish it. Just finish it.
Okay.
We're on about 40 minutes, I think.
And his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak. Even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that. Oh my god. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember. And he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide and buried himself further and further into that weakness. To take on the fragile form of a petite young girl. He had chosen that oh my god, I cannot do it like that. Jesus, I'm still gonna do it because it's more like a story time. He had chosen that as his way out.
Now, obviously, we'll be able to say something about even though you're a boy.
But no matter what, tingly he wrapped himself up that shell. The inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him, and was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger.
Weak.
Weak, weak, weak,
Weak.
weak, 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 weak.
Once the killing game has begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept his fate. Oh, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then, the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of this embarrassing secrets. Which, of course, included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge. Even though he dressed as... Wait, is that him saying it?
I think that's one.
Even though he dressed like a girl, Chihiro is actually a boy.
Hey,
And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it wouldn't be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair.
What?
And yet...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't really want to talk about it right now. But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to becoming strong, then I can tell everyone.
I actually feel a lot more sorry for him right now. Like, I literally thought he was just like some like cutesy kind of girl or everything, but he actually has a lot of stuff that, like, a lot of stuff behind him.
Remember when I said that I hated Chihiro? Well, not anymore. Annoyingly, he used the threat of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm going to get stronger and accept who I am. Strong enough that when someone says, even though you're a boy, it'll be okay. I'll get better.
With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action. And so... that day, he made the commitments to begin exercising. He was prepared to retain his mind and body. But sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be a good to ask someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. And the person he went to...
Yeah, that's right.
It was me.
It sure was! The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his monthly promises were. So, Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always aspired to.
Maybe talking to Mondo. Maybe talking to Mondo will help me give some courage. So he went and asked. Wait.
So he went and asked Mondo to help him become strong.
I saw that.
That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then, that must be why Mondo did what he did, to keep the promise he made to Chihiro.
Huh? Did what he did? You mean, that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the... No, just Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room?
Indeed.
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. Wasn't that to cover up what he'd done?
Certainly.
That could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro.
But how does moving a body keep a secret?
Because
if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect his identity, so... he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook, see?
Then, Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he also killed? Why would he do that? The more I hear you talk, the more I don't understand. I mean, you guys trust each other, right? So why did you...
Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
Why do all of them have good reasons?
So that's what triggered it, after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
That's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something he didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone.
You're wrong!
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat myself.
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standards is the height of foolery. Even if you can't comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it.
Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you?
Oh, was it gonna be like he killed his brother or something like that?
That's that embarrassing memory. That secret he didn't want anyone to know.
Hey,
You know what Mondo did?
You guessed it, right? I was like, what?
His own brother!
I literally predicted that because he said his brother died. Holy cow.
Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraffs across the country ramble. But the only reason he had the chance to join the gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. Mondo's older brother's name was Daya Owada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle.
Oh, that's why they have weird hairstyles.
Mondo's brother was his only family growing up. He was the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Sorry, I need to sometimes read it. Mondo was the epitome. Epitome. Okay. Mondo was the epitome of the straight-eyed kid brother. Sorry, fuck. I'm sorry. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang. And before anyone, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number one of the gang. And his number two is younger brother, Mondo. In the beginning, everything was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how he would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul.
The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo's just along for the ride. Could someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad.
Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang.
Envy.
Which is why
I just
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top.
And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid's brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into incoming traffic. Wow, why can I not say that? But suddenly, he saved him. Laying in his kid
brother.
Okay. Laying in his kid's brother's arm, the older brother delivered his final words.
My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry.
Of course. He knew it was his brother's fault. But Daya never blamed him for what happened.
Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what, you gotta keep the gang together. 'Cause it's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men.
He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and to keep the promise of his brother. He could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that he had caused the accident. As a result, the team was made even stronger. Under the banner of the kid who beasted his big brother.
Crazy Diamond, Daya, and Mond. Interesting.
Diamondo. That is literally Japanese for diamond.
Okay. Daya was gonna lose on his kid's brother. And, oh my god, I cannot say that. And he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation of what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad. He was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I'm
strong. Strong.
And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was just another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secret. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother.
No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I'd been carrying around, it would have been for nothing. So that's why...
Mondo.
After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of funny uneasiness and just started swirling around. I never felt anything like it before.
I
didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And yet, it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry I lied to you.
But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Because I mean, you've kept it a secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But...
You're right, but...
I want to change.
She said it. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever.
His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself.
I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong. It can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should be able to just tell everyone my secret?
Huh?
I was jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength.
Ironic.
He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. It was the kind of strength I've never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me?
Well, I was kind of right when I said he could have gotten pissed off, so...
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm strong? Are you fucking with me right now?
No!
I'm not making fun of you. You're really strong, Mondo.
I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed, and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
Damn you!
Why do you have to tell me that? Are you trying to rub my failure in my face?
I just wanted to...
No. I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. Strong. I'm strong. Strong. Stronger than you!
You son of a bitch!
And stronger than Daya!
Only a few people would know my reference.
I don't remember anything after that.
Oh, I just got it.
I'm stronger than you.
When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand and I was just staring at him, down on the ground.
Hey.
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, it's something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his. It turned him cold-blooded.
Why am I not this character?
Because you're Monokuma.
No, but like, why am I not Mondo? Mondo is like the literal epitome of me.
I said that you were Mondo. when you...
Look at him! You see? You're all just like him! For a secret from the past, for memory. And then he killed another living human in cold blood! He couldn't cut free for his, he couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what the truth is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? Because I sure don't.
You bastard. Shut up, you son of a bitch. Go ahead.
Calm down.
Say that again, I dare you.
Calm down. Please calm down. Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. It's what I want to say. But unfortunately, I can't do that right now. Because the time for punishing is fast approaching.
Punishing?
It can't be.
You need execution?
Well now.
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then, I prepared a
Now
very
then.
special
Wait.
punishment.
For Mondo Owada, the ultimate biker gang leader.
Wait.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
I said, wait.
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Here we go.
Oof. This is rough.
Yeah.
Is he gonna get like run over or something? Or... Oh no, is he gonna get hit by a truck? That would be very ironic.
That's the hair.
What's your line there?
Cage of Death. That was in the intro.
Oh, the truck from before.
Oh, that's not what the truck is, but that was the thing that like lights up in the intro.
Oh.
That was not as intense as the first one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This one's a little more goofy.
Yeah. What? No.
This is so wrong.
Okay, never mind. That took it up a notch.
That's actually based off of a Japanese folk tale.
Yikes.
Give me a second. Can I just say that whole moment was like intense, like everything.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Love death, and your soul will be forever at peace.
That can't be my brother. Another murder and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen.
Oh my god.
As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But of course, he had to.
What a disappointment. This is the end of the game.
Okay, now I actually want to fucking punch him in the face.
That was not okay. I'm not okay with that.
Byakuya.
What is this?
You were completely insane, you know that? The game? What of our friends is that? Do you realize?
Naturally.
Of course I do. Because this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response, except that...
However...
I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting.
His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone.
Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library as usual.
Honestly.
So you would know the nighttime rule too.
That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be done.
I don't particularly care. Please continue.
The night grew late, and I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse.
What? You actually witnessed the murder?
He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea of what I'd seen him.
Well... So, you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
Wait, I just realized a piece of evidence is technically wrong, because, technically, like, since Chihiro is a guy, that means that, he is technically one of, like, a target of genocide jail.
Theoretically, but we didn't know that at the time, so...
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
That's
and
right.
Toko and Genocide Jill didn't know that either.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought I would liven things up.
You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create a fake murder scene?
But
damn, man. We never figured out who really done it. You've been dead too, right?
Well, obviously I would have revealed the truth before it reached to that point. Of course.
Byakuya turning looking real sharp eyes piercing.
Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting performance.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I have to watch out for.
Correct.
So that was your reason.
Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on.
Hey.
There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Ooh, I'm up next?
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why?
Do you like that? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair, gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating.
I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope to despair.
Damn.
What do you mean?
Mean? Mean? Mean?
What the heck?
Mean. Good grief! I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing! Whatever. It doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as Victor, and then everything will be revealed to me.
Ooh, how exciting!
The noble son of the noble family. Truly, you understand me, right? I think this is the start of a terrible friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop on the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I have achieved complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you, and I kill you, understand?
In the name of my family.
In the name of Togami family, I would, for which victory is foregone completely.
You're getting all riled up.
Oh, so cool! It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you! I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you! Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap.
Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship, it felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot. Anyway, isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part. You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right? Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay? After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one more thing I'd like to ask you.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole. And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Interesting. So we may have a traitor amongst us.
There is one imposter among us.
Alright.
All right. At the end of an extra long episode.
Now we're down to 10.
Man, that
Continued.
that was intense. Hey, man.
You received the crazy diamond present.
Oh.
All right.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Oh, I feel really
All
drunk
right.
from that. Okay. Should we just end off here?
Yeah, we went way. I know we went over an hour.
Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed chapter 2. We will be back for chapter 3 in short notice, so stay tuned to the channel. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, hit the like button. Comment down below how you feel about this. Like, if you already know about this, how do you feel about our reactions or how we voice act? And hopefully you enjoy our commentary in general.
Do not spoil. I will delete any spoiler comments.
Yeah, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and let's just all say bye together.
Okay.
Goodbye!